Hello, good humans. Welcome to the wonderful world of Janice Enjoys podcast, where we're all about female elevation and becoming the best version of yourself. This is what this podcast is about, and it's for all my females out there of whichever age bracket that you are, and you feel like you want to elevate yourself and to become the best version of yourself. This is the podcast for you. And I want also to say thank you for the support that you have shown me, guys. Thank you for sharing, and thank you for subscribing, and thank you for liking, and thank you so much, guys, for everything that you're doing, for the kind words that you're sending me to my DMs. I really appreciate it, and I am really thankful for. I really appreciate it. I honestly don't take it for granted, guys. I do not. And I just want to say that I love you so much. And please keep watching the episodes that come. And the episodes are going to encourage you to start living a better, just the episodes just serve as an encouragement to just let you know that living the best version of yourself is what brings in fulfillment. And it's honestly, it's all in the small things. Only the small things matter. Okay, and I want to say thank you. I have so many people watching me, by the way. I didn't know, but I just realized, because so many of you are sending me so many kind words and so much of encouraging words. And I feel so warm in my heart, and I feel so good knowing that you take your time to listen to me, and you take your time to watch this episode. And I don't feel like that is not something that I should take for granted, or I take for granted. No, it's something that I really do appreciate, and I love you so much. And please, guys, I'm working this year to bring in some good things on my YouTube channel. So please keep on watching, keep on subscribing. Even I've seen so many people, you guys, you watch the episodes without subscribing. I've seen so many people watching the episodes and yet you've not subscribed. If you're watching this podcast tonight, please, or you're listening to this podcast tonight, I ask you, please like, share, and subscribe. And please subscribe to this channel, because we want to reach as many people as possible, because we want girls and ladies to elevate and to become better version of themselves. And we also want to be classy ladies, right? Yeah, because we want to attract better people into our lives, and we want to attract good things and abundance in our lives, right? So, and it all begins with elevating ourselves and elevating who you are, and elevating your mentality, and changing and reprogramming your mind, and thinking like the person that you want to be, right? So on today's episode, today's episode is an amazing episode. It's just like no other episode that we've had here on Janice Enjoys podcast, right? So thank you, guys, and I'll just go straight to this new episode of this week. It's the second week of January 2024, and it's our second episode of season 2 of Janice Enjoys podcast. You guys, I'm so excited, because I didn't imagine myself getting here. No, I really quite didn't, because I thought maybe it's just a long story, but because of your support, I feel like I have something that I'm looking forward to do every week, and it's being here every Thursday, and I appreciate each and every one of you. So, yes, okay, I'll go straight to my points of today. And today I want us to try and think about ourselves, think about these people that we want to elevate and become. I told you, you seen about these ladies, or these people who always look put together, who always look, they like nothing, they have no mess in their lives, right? Do you know how they do it? They've conquered their fears. And we all have fears in our lives. We all have fears, or we have something that we have put in our minds that is limiting us from becoming this best version of ourselves. And this fear, it comes from everything, from from everything that is surrounding us, everything that is surrounding us, from our environment. And this environment it's from where we began, where our story began. And where our story began is where we were born and raised, right? So fear makes us, fear comes in so many forms, and comes in so many shapes, and it comes in so many sounds as well. You can be so I have so many people, I have met so many ladies, not I have so many people, I have met so many ladies who are blinded by the fear that they have, and they end up in bad situations, and these situations limit their growth, you know. And this is when you start feeling that like you're stagnant in life. You start feeling like, oh, I think I should be doing something, or I think I should be somewhere. And 2024, we are not going to feel stagnant. But we cast out that spirit of stagnation. We're not going to feel stuck. We're not going to feel stagnant in 2024, because we're going to elevate and become classy ladies and become the best version of ourselves. And we all know, when you work on yourself, you oh no, sorry, it was rude for me to assume that you all know. No, we don't all know. We, people who are elevated, and people who are living their best lives, they know it. They know it because they've worked on themselves. They've worked to build themselves, you know. So I was saying, I know so many ladies who feel stagnant, and they feel stagnant because of the fear of the unknown, fear of not knowing what people will say, or fear of thinking what people will say if they do certain things, or they change certain things in their lives. I'll start by giving you an example. For example, you're in a very, very terrible situationship or relationship. I'll go straight. This is for ladies who are 25 and above. Even for anyone, anyway, you can, even if you're below 25. So, but ladies who are 25 and above, it's more likely for you to begin this self-awareness journey, so that you can try at least to live more fulfilled, as I would say. So these people who feel like, what will people say, or what will people think when I make certain decisions, or when I leave this person, or what will people say if I leave this person and I already have a child, or what am I going to do if, for example, if you have a child, or you're just in a and that situation, or that relationship is not serving you any good. That is an example. And it might not be even a romantic relationship only. It can also be this kind of group friends, or anywhere. So you feel like, if I do this, what will people say about me? What will my parents say that about me? And now I know I can't. Maybe you feel like you can't raise you can't do anything on your own. First of all, I want to ask you, as a grown lady, why are you thinking of what other people are going to say about you? Why? No, I want to know. Because if you're thinking about what other people are going to say about you, these people have to be benefiting your life in a certain way. Maybe, and mostly, it is supposed to be money-wise. Because why are you thinking about what other people are going to say, honestly? I've seen people say, I can't go. I've had some people say, I can't do this because this so and so is going to think like I've gone crazy. So if they think that you've gone crazy, what are they going to do? And they're not going to beat you. You ladies, it's our year, and it's our year to let go of fear, and to let go of fear of the unknown. You know, fear of the unknown is what makes us. It's what limits us. Let me just say that it's what limits us, and it is what makes us feel stagnant and feel stuck. And you don't want to feel stuck, because if you feel stuck, then your mentality is only thinking about the past. You're only thinking about how you used to live, how a certain lifestyle, what kind of lifestyle you used to live. Maybe you used to live a terrible lifestyle. You're always thinking, oh, I can't move forward because I used to have a terrible lifestyle. Oh, I can't move forward because so and so said I have a terrible lifestyle. Or maybe you have a good life, you had a good lifestyle, and maybe you in your past, in your whatever, you used to get blessers who used to bless you, and now that is not happening anymore. So are you supposed to feel stuck because the blessings are not in your life anymore? No, because if you feel stuck and you feel sorry about yourself, you're just going to remain in that mentality or in that lifestyle. And now, because that lifestyle is not your current lifestyle, you're just going to speak about your past lifestyle, and you're going just to tell people whoever you meet, you just want to say, hey, and I remember when I used to be like this and this. Hey, I remember when I used to fly first class. That you're not doing that right now. So how is that information helping you who is saying that? No, you have to figure out what you're going to do to maintain that, or if it is no longer there, or to move forward. Because if you're stuck, then your head is stuck as well, and you're going to be stuck in that situation for the rest of your life. And we are moving forward. Don't be left behind. People, don't be left behind, ladies. Another thing, go where people love and appreciate you, ladies. Because when you go where I said this, go where you're loved and appreciated. I've said this in my podcast so many times, and I'm going to repeat it in 2024. Don't go where people don't love you and appreciate you. Don't stay in that situationship or that relationship where somebody is always bringing you down or is always questioning your worth, and you're always asking yourself, am I really supposed to stay with this person? Am I really happy with this person? You should ask yourself, is this the kind of life you want? We don't want to be stuck with people just because we want to be stuck with people. And let me tell you, ladies, because we are not doing the inner work, this is why we find ourselves in certain situations. And let me tell you, these stories, I'm just going to digress for a minute and talk about these stories that we have been experiencing in our nation these first few weeks of 2024. These stories, there's very sad stories where women are getting killed and just getting mutilated and being done horrible things. And I want to tell you, ladies, yes, it is sad. We can't we sympathize with them, and we sympathize with their families, and we sympathize with everyone. But I want to tell you, these ladies, they were not sex workers. Like, they might have, but we don't know. Let me just say, we don't know what they were or whatever they were doing, but let us not be the people who are judging them the first ones. Because judging your fellow lady or another lady because of how she chooses to do her things is so low. Is so low coming from a fellow lady, because I don't feel like men, they do it, but I don't feel like they criticize each other as much as we do. And this is where we all need to sit with ourselves, with our own selves, and think long and hard. And think long and hard, because imagine, it was very sad. It was very sad. And they're all saying women are going after the money, but the truth is, we're not going after the money. And even if you're going after the money, or you're encouraging women to elevate, or you're encouraging women to become best version of themselves, so that they can by telling them to take the money and run, that is not the truth. We want ourselves to elevate and to become the best version of ourselves, because we want security. Women want security, honestly. And those people who keep on saying that women want money is security. Because with money, with money in a family, because we are as a female, we are attracted to strong to strong men. And strong men means a man who can also provide. And that doesn't, you've seen Have you seen an ostrich? You guys, I watched an ostrich when an ostrich, an ostrich male wants to mate with an ostrich female. You see how the male tries to impress the female, and they usually tell us it's not only and it's not only in human beings, even in whichever animal. The male usually tries to impress the female. It doesn't matter. In the ostrich child, the male is oftenly more beautiful than the female, but still it tries to impress her. So yes, we want to be impressed, but we want to be impressed at first. Yes, females want to be impressed, and there are these comments going all over. Oh, you females, you women, you're always going for the money. You're always going for the money. No, the money is the first thing that the man uses to impress a woman, because so that a woman can be impressed and start seeking security from there, because security being maybe when at that particular time when you're going with that person, and maybe you've trusted them, because if it's a person that you're going to meet like this, and you have certain talks, the level of trust, and when a woman is impressed enough, that is when they start to think about whichever direction they want to take. And it has not started now, and it is not going to start. It is going to end now. But the killing of women, it should stop, honestly, and we should all condemn it, and we should all be like girl power something, whatever it is, because it is so sad. It is so sad to see our friends, to see our sisters, to see people we know or whatever being killed. Because if we imagine the friend who she told that she was going out for dinner, right now maybe she's even, we don't know what is happening. She might be so scared, and how maybe the people who are close to her will be afraid of men for the rest of their lives, and that is not what we want. Yes, it's so unfortunate that happened, but we shouldn't give men no. It is wrong. We should just call a spade a spade. And it has happened to a number of girls we've had these past few weeks of this month. But anyway, that said, I've digressed enough, and rest in peace to those souls. But it was sad, and it's done. Okay, so we continue. For you to be able to become the best version of yourself, ladies, we should this one is going to hit most of you. We should stop being lazy. We should stop being lazy, because if you are working on something, and that something is you're working on yourself, and you're working on building the best version of yourself, how are you going to do it when you're lazy and you're all day just you're doing things that are not putting more energy into yourself or putting more life into yourself? You're just bringing yourself down. Not even bringing yourself down literally, you're just listening to motivational speakers, and then oh my god, now I'm starting to feel like a motivational speaker. No, you're just listening to this podcast or any other podcast, but you're not working. We said this year we are working the talk. Don't just talk, or don't just listen, or don't just feel like you want. Do it. We should stop being lazy, ladies, because most of us, we are very lazy, and it's hard to admit this, especially these babes who are mostly in corporate, because we complain on working on ourselves because we work 9 to 8, so we neglect ourselves and give all the attention to another person's business, and that is not cute, and that is not fair to yourself, and that is just ignoring yourself, and it's bringing yourself down. And at the end of the day, you'll be just saying, okay, I've messed up my ear, let's begin again. Yes, because you're just lazy, and you should because I how you're going to laziness and procrastination And how we are going to beat this is just by having a routine. If this routine is sticking in the morning, and the routine should be a morning routine. Don't have a night routine is good, but a night routine is preparing you for bed. But a morning routine is preparing you for your day. And your day should be something that you should be looking forward to, because you're excited. You're looking forward to what is going to happen to this day. You're just happy because this is going to be an awesome day. This day is going to change your life. That is the mood that you're supposed to wake up with. And to have a morning routine is what, or it's what has made, for me, it's what has made me stick to my growth journey. And don't accept to feel stagnant or to feel stuck this year, because if you feel stuck, it means you don't want to work on yourself. Work on yourself, ladies. Okay. Consistency on working on yourself. I can't insist this enough. Consistency on reading books. Don't just buy one book and say, like, I encourage you to read a lot of books here. Don't buy one book and say, this one will take me for 2 or 3 months, 6 months. Imagine 6 months you've read only one book. For me, I am reading right now. This is the book I'm reading. I have not finished yet. This is How You Heal. I began this book this year, and I bought it a long time ago, but that's a long time ago. I think I bought it last year, but I began reading it. Oh my god, what am I even doing? But I began reading it this year, and it's quite a nice read. So consistency, and it's not only in books. If it's whatever that you're planning on doing this year, building yourself. Go on solo dates, ladies, because it makes you. I have a friend who is very consistent on solo dates, by the way, and because we say this year is learning and relearning everything. I am trying to learn from her, because I'm also not so good with solo dates, by the way, because I'll give you an interesting story. Because growing up, I had this. I think you've heard this story before. I've said this story before about my growing up. How I used to be teased with my ears. I have this, like, they are not big right now, but that time, because I think I was small, or my head was small, I used to think I have big ears, because people used to tease me with my ears, call me names with my ears. I don't know if they were teasing or they were just mean to me. That was being mean, but the mean, it really messed with my mental health growing up, because I couldn't walk or go anywhere without thinking or being cautious about my ears, because I thought and they were not saying that my ears were bad. Nobody has ever told me I have bad ears. They just tell me I have big ears. And if you're a child, you're told that on repeat, and not only by your family, but by your friends and by your peers, by your teachers, your peers, and your family. You tend to think it's a bad thing, whereas it's not a bad thing. And I don't even know the intention anybody who has ever told me that I have big ears had or has. So as a child, you register that. And it is wrong, because registering that, you think that it's a bad thing. It kills your confidence, and it kills your self-esteem. But as you grow, you grow up, you get better, and you start knowing yourself, and you start seeing more people who are like you. You start to get comfortable. But that doesn't mean that you shouldn't be kind to other people, or you should just go telling people about their flaws or about their weaknesses, because you don't know what damage it does. For me, it did a big damage for better part of my life, until I began being an adult, and I stopped even thinking about it. And also because when I became an adult, like more people didn't even, especially when I got into high school. In high school, people never really, because I think they never really noticed it. But you see, it had already messed up with me. So in high school is where I started building up myself again. You see. But after I finished and I joined college, and I became now more interactive with people, it's no longer affected me. You see. But that's not to say that you should. Every single day, you should be kind to yourself. You should be kind to yourself, and you should repeat these kind words to yourself, because these kind words are the only words that you're the only person who is telling yourself. And when you tell yourself this, you start treating yourself like this. And when you start treating yourself like this, everybody, that is the energy they get. So ladies and gentlemen, I would like to urge you to be kind to yourself. And when you become kind to yourself, you automatically you automatically become kind to other people, because your subconscious mind does not resonate with meanness or with being being mean. Being mean is the perfect word to use. Okay. And I also, ladies, I've talked about this on my TikTok, about availability and giving people access to you. And this giving people access to you is also, it also comes with about giving people information about yourself. I want us this year to be so selfish with ourselves. I want us this year to be super selfish, that whoever gets access to you must be so important to your life and must be bringing so much benefit to you, in that they should know you come first. They should know that anything else that is not you, it doesn't matter to you. So I'm urging us this year, as I was telling you to be more intentional this year, I'm also urging you to be more selfish this year. More, not selfish with material things, but selfish with yourself. Don't give yourself out too much. Don't give people access to you too much, because the more they know, the more they destroy it, and the more they get access to you, the more they give you their energies, and the more they give you their fears, and they impose. They don't give you, they impose. They impose their fears on you. The more they impose everything bad that does not resonate with you. And the more you give them access to you, the less you have time with yourself, the less you're giving energy to yourself, and the less you have time to declutter and arrange your things in a good way, or in a more appropriate way. You see? So give less people access to you this year, and try and be selfish with yourself, and just say no. Say no to anything that is not bringing you joy. And joy is anything that is not filling you up. Don't say joy. We have a tendency of interpreting things the way we want to. But when I say joy, I mean anything that is not helping you move to the next step of your life. This is for anyone who is 25 and above. Because we want to elevate, and we want to move to the next level, and we want to move to the next step of our lives. And if you hang out around people who are not, or who don't have that capability of taking you to the next step, you won't. That is when you'll feel more stuck and more stuck and more stuck, and you'll be complaining, oh, I'm praying and my prayers are not getting to heaven. Which heaven are you praying to? And you're still doing the same habits, and you're still stuck to the same person, and you're still stuck to that person that you wanted to get rid of. You're still. Please be selfish with yourself, and don't give people access to you this year. Okay? Just say no. And don't just say no, you're not going to show up. Just say no, you're not going to do it. Just say no. And even if it is 9, you're working in an office, if it is past 5 and they're telling you to give more time, and you feel like this is not resonating with you, or you're not going to get extra cash, or it is just not what you want to do, don't force yourself. Just tell them not today. They should try and find someone else. It's not going they're not going to kill you, and they're not going to bring you down in any way. Guys, speak up for yourself. I've told you this so many times. So this year, be more selfish with yourself, and don't give so many people access to you. Another thing, be that person. Just be that person that you want to be. Embody them. Try and do things in a certain way, in a different way, that nobody recognizes you, that people start saying, this is not the person that, this is not the Nyambu that I used to know. This is a different person. And it's only then when we hear people say that this is not the Nyambu they know, or this is not the person that they used to know. It's only then that you know that you've started doing the positive changes. But if they see you doing, if you don't hear them say, oh, this is not the girl that I used to know, then you're not doing anything good. I promise you. And you're not choosing yourself. So choose yourself and become that person. Force it. Don't force it, honey. Force it. You have to force it for it to come out. Because if you tell it, I'm telling you to come out. I'm telling you the spirit of being feminine come out of me. It's not going to. You have to. And the spirit of being feminine comes from being soft, being clean, you see, these feminine things, and doing things in a soft way, doing things in a calm manner, and not overdoing things. You see, so you don't have to, you can't force these things how to come out. You just have you just have to act it. That is how you force it. You just don't shout at it, or you don't just command it. Yes, exactly. You can't command it. You have to force it, and forcing it is just embodying that person, embodying. If you have a vision of who you want to be by the time you finish 2024, and yes, we all have, don't be fooled by anyone, we all want good things out of life, right? But if we don't work towards them, it's going to be difficult, and that is why we are going to have so much bringing so much bringing the past into our present, that is making us get stuck there. Okay, don't be stuck, and don't be stuck, ladies. Okay, look, we should also this year we should also try and be more disciplined. Disciplined is in terms of the routine that we've kept. If we've kept that routine, that we are going to do it, and you're going to try, for example, we've put a routine. I'm sorry, I have been I'm sorry about that. I was a little bit distracted, but I was saying, if you put that routine that you want to be taking yourself out, or to build your body, or to attract better, you should be disciplined enough to maintain the consistency. Because if you don't maintain the consistency and you don't keep the discipline, you're not going to achieve that goal, and you're not going to achieve the goal of becoming the better version of yourself. So if you want to maintain that consistency, you have to be disciplined. And discipline, you have to set alarms. I was surprised to find out some people don't have alarms in their phones. That means you just sleep. No, for me, I can't sleep like this. It's so bad that I'm saying, yes, it's so bad, but sometimes it's better. No, not sometimes. It's good to have an alarm. Please set an alarm for everything that you've set for yourself. For example, you said you want to wake up at this time. Set an alarm. You want to start doing this task. By this time, I'm supposed to have my breakfast. Set an alarm for that, so that you won't be distracted, because there's so many distractions in between the day with so many things: your phone, your colleagues, the weather, the whatever, so many distractions going on. So for you to be able to maintain that discipline, it's better to set alarms every time, and to note down on your notes on your phone, and then put an alarm for every note and every time that you're supposed to do a certain task. And don't wait to be pushed, and don't wait to somebody else to come and ask you. No. Don't do that. For you to because you're loyal to yourself. So if you're loyal to, it's the same way that we are loyal to our 9 to 5s, or we are loyal to our jobs, the jobs that pays our bills, and we know how loyal we are. You're told you're supposed to be at work by this time. You're at work at that time. Can you imagine? So how difficult is it to keep loyalty to yourself? And we've said this year we are shutting our mouths. Don't forget, this year we are shutting our mouth, because ladies have elevated themselves or have become better versions of themselves, they don't go telling everybody about their business, because if you tell everybody about your business, is when they start projecting their fears on you. So this year we've already made a decision. We're going to shut our mouths, and we're going to be very disciplined with our routines. And do not accept your mind to trick you, because the mind is very powerful. My mind can trick you not to do certain things. You'll be saying, see, I just did it yesterday, even today. Do not accept that mind trick. Just maintain the discipline and do it consistently. If you have please make sure you read every day. At least read one chapter before you go to bed. Because you know why? Because that chapter is what is going to make, now when you're sleeping, your mind is just going to think about the characters in the book, or the whatever your mind had envisioned, and it's not going to think about your problems, and you're not going to think about your achievements. You're just going to think about the simple things that are happening around you. And that is what it makes us, when you're thankful or you're grateful about the things that are happening around you, it is very easy for you to forget about your troubles. And that is how you that is when not that is how that is when you think about yourself. You switch your mind to think about yourself, and when you think about yourself, you think about all the good things that are happening in your life, and that is when you attract good things also, because you forgot about the things that are in the past, or the things that are troubling you at the moment. So this year, we are zipping, we are being more disciplined, we are staying positive, and we are letting go of fear. Because I will repeat and repeat and repeat this 100 times until all of you get it. Fear is what is limiting you. Let me tell you. I remember when I was being afraid is being afraid is just it makes you disqualify yourself. First of all, if you're afraid, it makes you belittle yourself. It makes you just think so little of yourself, and you don't even know somebody else who is doing something that you qualify for, and they are just there because they are not afraid. Imagine if you're not afraid, and you know something, you'll be so far. So this year, it's a year, and this year, do not be selfish. Don't give people access to you. Don't give these people access to your energy. Don't give these people access to your body, to your mind, to anything. This year, just be super, super selfish. And when you don't even, because we have this weakness of always caring what other people are saying. Why are you caring? What business do you have to even care about what other people are saying or thinking about you? So it means you have no time to think about yourself. This year, selfishness, we are putting it as our top priority. Selfishness with ourselves. Another thing we are putting our first priority this year in 2024 moving forward, letting go of fear. And letting go of fear is what is hindering you from healing your inner child, because you're thinking about what you are told, or what is going to happen, or what other people are going to say about yourself. And that is what is hindering you from knowing yourself better. Know yourself better and be kind to yourself. Speak positive things to yourself. Put yourself out there more. Talk to people more, and tell people that you love them more, because that is all they need. Even people, I can tell you for sure, people don't even need these big things that they pretend they need. And these people are not the outside people. It is you. You think you need the money. You don't need the money. You think you need the job. You don't need the job. You need to love yourself first. When you love yourself first, when you love yourself first, you sell yourself so high. You sell yourself so high, and you just think about that. It's like when you're selfish with yourself and you know who you are. You're like a Ferrari. You know how Ferraris, not everybody can afford them. You sell yourself so high, only few people can afford to buy you. Not to buy you like literally, only few people can get access to you. Just how beautiful is that? How beautiful. Because all those people that you think they have access to you, everybody that has access to you. I had Simply Silantoni talking on TikTok sometime. She was saying, if you're in a friend group of people of 5 people, it's a lie, because those people, you're gossiping about each other. And we said 2024 we don't want things about gossiping. We don't want going in with people who are gossiping. So you think gossiping is for people who have done the inner work? No, people who are gossiping, they're still back there, and they're the ones who are still holding on to the past. And those people, they're the people who are going to bring you down. Yee. Ladies, so this year, let's go of fear. This year, be selfish with yourself and don't sell yourself short. If people if people who are around you, they feel like you're too selfish with yourself, if they don't want to learn who they knew you, and they don't want to relearn you, and they don't want to get to know who you are becoming, or they don't want to accept, because so many, there are people who are like this. They are like, oh, you can't be, you're lying, you can't change, you're always in the nyambu. Ebu, just give them this look, the bombastic side eye, and don't even answer. Just cut them off. Choop. Cut them off. Choop, 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 choop. If they don't want to accept the person that you're becoming, they are going to push you behind, and they're going to push you back. And that is where most of us fail. So don't accept to be intimidated, or to be selfish with yourself. And if they don't want to accept the person that you're becoming, or the person that you've worked so hard to become, just push them out, and protect your peace, and protect your sanity, and protect yourself. When you protect yourself, you're building yourself, and the people who matter will find you wherever you'll be. Cut them out. Cut them out. Live better, live abundantly. Ladies, it is a pleasure, and I want us to work on ourselves this year, because working on yourself it has a greater reward than any other. And the reward is this. The reward is fulfillment. The reward is loving yourself better. And the reward is getting yourself out there more, without any limitations that you have limitations that you have imposed on yourself, or limitations that were imposed on you by other people, by their fears. And redefine yourself, know what you want, embody that person that you want, start living like that person, start doing the exercises, start having that routine, because that routine is what is going to save you. Have discipline with consistency, because that is what is going to save you from the rest, from becoming like the rest. And the rest is who? The rest is people who like gossiping. The rest is people who like bringing you down. The rest is people who still live in their past. You don't want to still live in your past. We are moving forward. Imagine if you're still living in COVID times. If you are still living in COVID times, people will be still dying of COVID every now and then up to now. No, we are in 2024. So just give yourself some credit, and be selfish with your time, be selfish with your body, be selfish with your mind, and stay away from people who are not helping you, especially to elevate or to become better. People who are always asking you to go out and just do things that are not elevating you. Get out of that circle. If you're in a group of friends, a big group of friends that all of you are friends, check yourself and get out of that group of friends, especially if it's a friendship that is not elevating you. These girls, or whatever people call them, okay? So this is our year, ladies. We've started this year in our country, not very in quite a sad way, but reinvent yourself and define who you are, and don't be defined by other people. We are still put the positive vibe first. Put the positive vibe first. Always talk positive to yourself. Be super, super kind. Be super kind to yourself. Be always kind to yourself. Talk to yourself in a very, you talk to yourself like the way you talk to a small child, or like the way you talk to someone you truly, truly love with all your heart. Okay? I know it's not easy, but we are going one step at a time, and you're going to get there, and you're going to become the best versions of ourselves, and you're going to elevate mentally, and you're going to be classy ladies this year moving forward. So take care of yourself. I love you guys. Elevate your mind, elevate your body, and elevate your looks. That is how people define you, honestly. Don't be lied to that people don't look at how you talk or how you walk or how you dress. They do, and they notice. I'm giving you first-hand information because it has happened to me, and you should just see. Yeah. Okay. So thank you so much. Keep safe. Keep safe, ladies. It's not safe out there, but be your sisters. Be your sister's keeper. Don't be your sis. Don't bring your sisters down, and don't be the person who likes judging your sisters. Okay. I love you so much, guys. I'll see you next week, same time. Good night. Bye bye.